Give me a minute. Shalom, shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I Camp Our Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, let me give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Akims, and to the women and children around the world in Paleo-Hebrew language. Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rokach Kodash Mahamah, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Do honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Do honors to the elders of GMS. Do honors to the elders of Lion Den's camp. Salutations to the Akims on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, shalom. Okay, wait. I gotta write something here. Give me a minute. Got it. All right, well, things are getting hectic. Things are going to get worse and chaotic. But for now, they are, boasting their pride as well as their fear, right? And they speaking truthfully of what their intentions are to one another. And I'm talking about America and Iran, right? Something that Trump announced. It says here Trump used a nuke on Iran. Okay? Let this video play first. The title of this video is called Thy Own Mouth Condemns Thee. Okay? So here we go.
Good job. If I wasn't around, or if Bibi wasn't around, especially the combination, Israel would not exist today. We wouldn't have hit them with the B-2 bombers. You know, they were going to have a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. Had I not hit them with a nuclear, within 2 to 4 weeks, they would have had a nuclear weapon. And once they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it. And you wouldn't even have Israel red. No, Bibi's good.
Is there anyone in Israel better than him to do the job? Is there anyone better than Bibi?
Well, I don't know most of them. I know some of them, obviously, but I don't know most.
Breaking news, Trump just said he used a nuke on Iran with B-2 bombers. Watch this.
He's done a good job. If I wasn't around, or if Bibi wasn't around, especially the combination, Israel would not exist today. We wouldn't have hit them with the B-2 bombers. You know, they were going to have a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. Had I not hit them with a nuclear, within 2 to 4 weeks, they would have had a nuclear.
Okay, there it goes. So, out of his own mouth, he said he hit them with a nuke, if I heard correctly. So the question arises, if they had nukes, so are you saying that you're attacking other countries that might be building nukes, or that don't have nukes? Let's go attack them anyway so we can take and steal what they got. And the question arises, what's the problem if you have nukes, right, which you just said you do, right, United States of America have nukes, how come other countries can't have nukes? And who are you to tell other countries what they can have and not have if you already have them? Make no sense, right? I mean, come on, if you're going to have an army, then other countries can't have an army? See how crazy that is? Right? I want to go to Job chapter 15, verse 6. Thy own mouth condemns thee, and not I. Yea, thy own lips testify against thee. Verse 21, a dreadful sound is in his ears. In prosperity the destroyer shall come upon him. Then Trump also said in another video that he's also going to start blocking Hamas and start charging people. I mean, isn't that being a pirate? Right? I mean, the more the Edomites speak, the more they reveal themselves around the world. Right? I want to go to Luke because this also goes to our people. This chapter and verse not only to the wicked. Okay. But let me go to. I'm gonna jump around. I'm gonna go to Luke. Luke 19, verse 22. And he said unto him, out of thy own mouth would I judge thee, thou wicked servant. I knew it that I was an austere man, taking up that I lay not down, and reaping that I did not sow. You know, we have a lot of our people who have been called, walked out of the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or, you know, got caught up in the entertainment world, right? And when we were called, we all had to come to the conclusion and reality that we got to hate this, not only hate this kingdom, because it's not our kingdom, it's our hell, but our lives. We all going to get old. We don't know if tomorrow's our day. We're here today and gone tomorrow. That's the reality, right? So in knowing the truth, knowing the facts, what is the most important thing that we should be doing, especially when you are called, right? And a lot of our people still want to hold on to that Jesus, right? And that is Caesar Borgia, son of a pope. Matthew chapter 12. Let's start with verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. Verse 37. For by thy word thou shalt be justified, and by thy word thou shalt be condemned. You know, when you go to see these people dressed in white about how's your well-being, and they say, well, you only got 6 months. You know, and they say it with a serious face, right? And they show you all these papers. Look, you know, this what the tests that we did. This what it shows. You know, you're having what is called head up ass disorder. You might want to Google that, because last time when I did a lesson, they deleted it, so I can't tell you what it is. But, you know, Google it. And, you know, you have other system like appendicitis. You know, and we don't care how cute it is, we're going to take it out. So, you know, as much as that, I'll say it in a joke to catch our people's attention, but it's getting serious out there for all of us, okay? For those that are doing the work, and for those that who have been called and walked away, and for those who want to keep ignoring, you know, who they really are, the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negros Latinos and speckled birds, okay? The window of mercy, right? The window of grace is getting smaller. That's what I want to say. Where was I? So yeah, I want to go to Romans chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore thou art inexcusable. Oh boy. O men, whosoever thou art, that judgest, for wherein thou judgest others, thou condemn thyself. For thou that judgest, do the same thing. So, you know, if you're not going to be doing the work in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in truth, then that's going to backfire. It's going to bite you in the butt. Verse 2, but we are sure that the judgment of Yahweh Shai is according to truth against them which commit such things. You know, in a way, even though knowing the truth is a beautiful thing, I'm still shocked that in 2026 we still have our people going to these 501c3 incorporated churches, right? When they can look at what that 501c3 contract really is, when they can look up who is Jesus, if he is true the son of the Pope, right? But they don't do that, you know, and that's gonna be their downfall. I want to go back to Matthew. Yep, now they're talking about nukes, left and right. Matthew chapter 15, verse 9. Good news for us, bad news for the wicked. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrining the commandments of men. See? And they want to ignore that, that the scriptures saying this, that, no, but we're not doing that. And then when you ask them, well, do you do Christmas? Yeah, but that means nothing. Do you do the Easter bunny? Yeah, but that means nothing. Do you do Valentine's? That's only for the kids. How about Easter? Okay, how about the Halloween? Oh, come on, man. You gotta have some fun. All right, keep having fun. How about Thanksgiving? Huh? They go, well, you're getting too carried away. You're too, what they say? Well, give me a minute. You're too serious. There's another word. Oh, you got strong character. Okay, I hear you, but is it strong character or is it strong truth that I have? That was given to me by Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It's not mine. It came to me, right? It is the truth. I did verse 9. I'll go to verse 11. Not that which goes into the mouth defiles a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defiles a man. Yeah, because what's in your heart, will come out through words and actions, right? What's in your heart, what's in your mind. Okay? Verse 24, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? Only to the 12 tribes, the so-called Negros, Latinos, and speckled birds. Not to the whole world. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but this is the facts, Jack. And he's only coming back for 144,000 chosen elect, which is going to be all men receiving the new perfect body, right, with spiritual powers, right, Superman powers, and also 1/3 of men, women, and children. I can only hope and pray that I'll be part of that. I want to go to Matthew chapter 21, verse 16. And said unto him, hear thou what these say. And Yahweh said unto them, yea, have yet never read out of the mouth of babes, suckling thou hast perfected praise. Right? So our people, the elders been called when they were very young. Some of them were very, very young. They've been doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahshua for 40-something plus years. Okay? And they have perfected it. Okay, so when they say they got 100% truth, a lot of people don't like hearing that, but those are the facts. They're not giving lip service. They have proven it over and over many times. Okay? So, deal with it is what I'm saying. Verse 21, Yahushua answered and said unto them, verily I say unto you, if ye have faith and doubt not, ye shall not only do this which is done to the fig tree, but also if ye shall say unto this mountain, right, government, be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, it shall be done. See? So why you think we do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai? So when we say to the mountain, move, and they go, well, who are you, little one? I say, me? Nobody. But my big brother, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, 10 feet tall, dark skin with an afro. He's going to remove you. You see how beautiful that is to have a big brother? So, verse 22. And all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. Okay? I'm going to leave it with Romans chapter 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, is eternal life through Yahushai, our Lord. Okay? So you don't see the president or the tiny hats praising Yahushai. When you hear them talk, they're saying, I. That sounds more like a pirate. I did this. I will do this, right? So I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.